Mr. Donovan Duffy, who is currently, if I'm not mistaken, second or third in the World Championship. Well done, Donovan. Good evening.
Good evening, guys.
Nice to have you, Donovan. Thanks for joining
Welcome.
me. Yeah, it always gets a bit lonely.
Yes, welcome to Canada. We left Azerbaijan for... So we were miserable in Azerbaijan, but we'll get better next time.
We were very miserable with Azerbaijan. don't go any further than that. Let's not talk about Azerbaijan. Let's talk about Canada. I think me and you both, we need a break from that. It's almost as bad as my Monaco. Anyway, welcome to Canada. This is Tier 3 tonight. And the Driver Championship is heating up nicely. So before we get going, let me just get some telemetry up for everyone. And then we can talk through what's, Donovan, we can talk through what's happening in the World Championship. And,
get it up here.
Cool. Alright, so there we go. So everyone out on the socks. The qualifying is basically, I think it's 15 minutes or 18 minutes. I've missed a bit of it. And Q1 really, this tonight there is 15 drivers, so we'll lose 5 people within the first qualifying session. We'll move on to Q2, which will be, I'm talking actually a lot of nonsense. We will not lose anyone in Q1 because there is only 15 drivers. We'll lose 5 in Q2 for the top 10 shootout, and that's obviously for bragging rights for pole position. And as I said, that Torman Kills goes fastest. He puts himself on top of 0 to Cool and Chucky in third as the guys. Probably not pushing at the moment, Donovan, just getting a lap in, just making sure that... I know there's been a lot of practice for this track. Weather looks good for the guys. I know they were very nervous about rain, but it looks clear.
Yes, no, they just rubbing in the track. I think putting in a lap, some practice laps, and then they'll get ready for Q2.
Awesome.
Okay, so on the championships now, currently leading the championship is Torman Kills in the Red Bull with 73 points. In second is Red Fury in the McLaren on 61 points. And 20-0 to go for you in the Alpha Tauri with 54 points.
Sure.
In fourth is Don Rabico in the Ferrari with 49 points. Fifth is Silent Knight in the Mercedes, 48 points.
Oh, your team, Donovan, the Mercedes team.
Yeah, the Mercedes team is not doing so good, yeah.
Well, the Red Bull guys are not doing so good either. But I was in a practice session earlier with Don Rabico, and he felt very confident on this track. So I'm looking forward to some good racing from the Ferrari guys. And also Silent Knight, he needs a good result tonight. He didn't have the best of results in the past couple of races. So Silent Knight needs to get up higher on the grid. But at the moment, a 110.2, that's very respectable, I think, for Q1. Obviously not max engine mode. We're not sure what fuel the guys are carrying. So not a good time, or not a bad time, if you look at what the guys are trying to achieve here. Remember, you do not want to end up on the wall, especially not the wall of champions. You do not want to lose the wheel there. That will take you out of the qualifying session and put you in stone last. You really want to use this qualifying session just to put the lap time up. And there we go, Max Stars put up a time and he's retired from the session. He said, thank you very much, I'm done. So with Torman Kills. Yeah, so Canada, there's things to look out for us, Donovan, tonight. Obviously the Wall of Champions, that is most probably the most famous corner in Formula 1. So that can be either invalid, you can really get 310s there if you get a good exit, but it can also ruin your race if you go a little bit too wide in there.
Yes, and if you go too slow, it will also ruin your lap. So they just need to hit the spot there.
Yeah, that's probably one of the most trickiest corners, I think, in Formula 1 for me.
Yeah, it's a fast corner. And if you get it wrong, you'll obviously end up on the Wall of Champions. Like most of the champions in the Formula 1, they end up in that wall.
Absolutely. I just want to check something here on our telemetry. Right, so provisional pole at the moment, Torment with a 110.2, which I think is very respectable. Aiden Nason just 1500s away from him, then 0 to cool 310s. Chucky in 4th, Maxstar in 5th, Silent Knight in 6th. But don't pay too much attention to these times, ladies and gentlemen. It will change during Q2. It's going to be interesting, Donovan, to see what the guys are planning here. I know there was a lot of talks about a one-stopper making the hards work for themselves, expecting rain, so you don't want to have too many pit stops before the rain comes, if there is rain on its way. And Canada can be can be ferocious, especially like we said earlier, the Wall of Champions. Turn 13 and 14, that's probably the most difficult one on track. Turn 1 and turn 2 very tricky. Turn 1 most probably just for purely for invalidation of your lap, and then turn 10, which is the hairpin. You really want to get that right and get traction out there. 2 DRS zones here up for grabs tonight. One on the start finish straight just after the Wall of Champions, and then one on the back straight just after turn 11, between turn 11 and turn 13. They call it a turn 12, but these guys go flat out there, so it's not really a turn anymore. So it's going to be interesting to see. I don't see any invalid lap time sheets, so the guys are behaving. Top Dog still need to set a time for us, and so is Low. So let's just look at Canada in a whole. So in total, Canada's got 14 corners. Like we spoke earlier, turn 1 and turn 2, that's our focus points for tonight, especially with the race start. A very short track to the first corner. Maximum traction out of turn 2, which is very difficult off Canada corner. A very tricky turn 3 and turn 4 invalidation at your lap times. I think that's going to be the most important tonight for them. The hairpin, turn 10, which will give you a lot of speed on the back straight if you get that traction out of turn 10 and 11, and then obviously turn 13, 14, which is the Wall of Champions. Circuit 4.361 kilometers in total. Tonight's race length will not be 305 kilometers. It will be half of that, which will be 102.4 or 52.5. And that is because we do half race distance here. Full race distance here will be 70 laps. I think we're in tonight for 35 laps. So it's going to be interesting to see what the guys do. Just looking at the Constructors' Championship. So from a constructor point of view, I know Donovan said earlier about Torment, but from a constructor point of view, at the moment it's Ferrari leading the way at 145 points. The rating point just behind him on 139. And then the Red Bull guys on 107, followed by the Mercs and 82. Very close with the Alpha Tauri and 81 points. And then the McLaren. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Red Bull guys can do tonight. Can they close that gap between the Racing Point and the Ferrari? And obviously the Ferrari guys, can they increase that gap? We are getting to mid-season almost. Next week will be France, and then we're off to Austria. Yep, and then we take a nice week break where everyone could just get their minds up and running again for well-deserved break, I think, for everyone, Donovan. And then we kick off after the break in Silverstone, probably one of my most favorite tracks on the calendar. Absolutely love that track, and I just want to say, doesn't mean if I love it, I'm fast. There's a lot of tracks that I love that I actually suck at, but what a circuit. I just absolutely love everything about Silverstone.
Yeah, Silverstone, if you get your setup right, yeah, you'll be flying on the track.
Absolutely. So I just see we are waiting for, I'm not sure why my name is still on here, because I did retire from the session. That's what's going on there. Donovan, I think I might just retake my car and then just retire from my car, because I think that just will hold us up the whole time. So let me just do that. Just going to set that control. It doesn't allow me to. Okay. Alright. Okay, so let's hopefully there's nothing wrong with the lobby. Okay, so hopefully there's nothing wrong with the lobby here. We've got 6 minutes left in Q1, so I'm not sure what are we waiting for. And unfortunately, I can't take control of my car, which is extremely weird. We're also waiting for Aiden Mason, seems to be.
Just ask him to leave.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, let's just see if he retires, if we can move on. Obviously, it's not me. I can't take control of my car, so it looks like I've retired already. Yeah. Well, we're at it. Let's look at the comment section here. Ronald joining us tonight. How's it, Ronald? Ronald's driving Boinkies. He's driving for us in Tier 2. He had a really good race the other night with the SAF team. So welcome, Ronald. He said possible rain in Q2 or Q3, so that's going to be interesting. That's going to put the cat amongst the pigeons.
This track is extremely difficult when it rains.
It's going to be extremely difficult. Although I think if you are on the inters and you find the sweet spot, I think you'll be extremely fast in this track, depending on what kind of assist you carry. But yeah, so qualifying 1 over and done with. Torman Kills in the Red Bull setting the pace on a 1:10.2, followed by the Renault of Aiden Nason. Second row is Red Fury and 0 to Cool, then Chucky and Maxstar. Everyone did set a time. And I see there's a 5th-place position for Loki, Donovan.
Yes, he must have made a mistake or crashed into somebody. We'll probably look at it tonight.
Yeah, so it's going to be a busy night again. Hopefully it will be a slower night, Donovan, yes, as you are one of the stewards for Tier 3. So, Donovan, a difficult job in essence to be a steward, not the easiest thing to do. And you're probably looking forward to Season 3, so you can step down, or I'm not sure if you will stay on as a steward. But it does get difficult.
And I enjoy to be a steward, but some of the guys, they don't understand. Looking from two point of views, then the guys say no, you're being biased and stuff. So it makes it extremely difficult. But yeah, maybe we'll win.
And there we go, Donovan, the cat's amongst the pigeons. This is Q2, 14 minutes to go, and it's raining. Welcome to Canada if you've just joined us. It's Q2, you've just missed Q1. Everyone made it through to Q1, all 14 drivers. 14 drivers with me out of it. I see the Ferrari going out on Inters immediately. So, Donovan, this is going to be interesting. So no matter what you do in the session, you will go through and you will be able to start on any tyre that you choose from on a starting grid. So you can either start on the soft, mediums, or hards. So it's going to be really interesting what the guys do. And it takes a lot of pressure off Q3 because you've got so much tyres available for yourself then for Q3 if it doesn't rain in Q3.
Yes, and that's an extremely short lap, so you can probably get 3 laps in Q3.
There we go. So Red Fury, there's a heap of train cars going past each other here. So I see Red Fury, he's falling, I think it's low. Chucky just in front of him, so a whole row of cars going through here. And they're going to hit the start-finish straight or the back straight just now. So you want to give each other space here. I don't think there's too much of a drag problem here. I think if you do decide to drag someone along the back straight, you might just miss your braking point for the World Champions, and that's going to be an absolute mess. So Chucky very close to his teammate Low, and then I think it was Aiden Nason who's just, pardon me, it was Red Fury who was just behind him. Yeah, he takes a bit of a breather. He wants to get in a hot lap quickly. So we're going to lose 15 people in this qualifying session, so only 10 people will go through to the shootout. And the last thing you want to do is lose a wheel in the session. So let's see. JW say, let's go Super D and Torment. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Bob, Red Bull, let's go. Yep, I had a chat. Oh, and as I say that, it's 0 to Cool who made the first contact with the 0 or the Wall of Champions. Can't see any damage on that Alpha Tauri, so it all looks good. But he definitely did leave an Alpha Tauri sticker on there somewhere. So welcome to the stream, Bob. It's nice to have you. I spent some time with Bob this afternoon in a chat party. Thank you for helping the Red Bull team. Bob, I think the Red Bull team needs everything except for my teammate. Donovan, let's talk a bit while these guys are at it. Let's talk about Tier 2 at the moment. Extreme pace showed by Nam Bulldog at the moment in the Red Bull.
Yes, I think Nam Bulldog has that steering wheel under control now.
And that's a
He's
big
find a sweet
warning
spot.
sign. Yeah, that's a big warning sign, I think, for the whole of Tier 2, because the championship is very close at this stage. And 2 wins in a row in Monaco and then in Azerbaijan. He's really making the most of this, and that's a big warning sign for the rest of Tier 2. If he carries on the way he does, because yeah, he can run away with the championship within 4 or 5 races from now.
Yes, and as I saw, if you made one mistake, you can go down from first to third in the championship. So
absolutely, I saw that with
consistent.
I saw that with a pleasure. I think it was just after Monaco, so a couple of bad races for me. But yeah, some very good pace by Nam Bulldog. Also, Nam Assassin finding the sweet spot. I mean, he's finished his first podium with us in Azerbaijan, but had a good result before that. What's going on here? I can really see that Zero to Cool, the 2 Alpha Towers, Donovan, extremely close to each other. Purple sector there for Zero. He goes first on a 121.9, followed, or sorry, Red Fury 121.9, followed by Zero to Cool Low 122.3. Do you think it's necessary to tow around this track, Donovan? Do you think it's going to make a big difference?
I think in the back straight you can get a nice track, and that's what I think Zero to Cool and Chucky is busy doing, because you can see Zero to Cool on a 121 and Chucky on a 125. So it's obviously Chucky track Zero to Cool in the back straight.
Absolutely. So everyone, time's popping in. Don Rabico going fast on a 121.8, and a big moment there for Zero to Cool as he goes out. It looks like turn 1 to me, if I'm not mistaken. No, apologies. That is just before that quick S. So a big moment there for Zero to Cool. That's a new front wing for him. It's going to take him to the pits now, get that sorted.
Yes, so I can also see Don Rabico is getting the hang of this. He was always hanging back for sixth place, and the last few races he's doing very, very good.
Absolutely. Then Maxstar just pops into first on a 121.590. He sets the benchmark for the cars. So he set the time. So people who hasn't set the time is the Super D. So let's follow Super D across the line. He goes 8th on a 124.6. I don't think that's where Super D wants to be. I think he's put in a bit of fuel in that Red Bull. Let's follow him around and see what he can do around this track. But definitely a 124 is definitely, he can improve on that. Chucky is now in the danger zone in 10th on a 125.1, followed by Ron. Wezo has been... Oh, Silent Night goes fastest on a 121.1, full 4 tenths quicker than Maxstar, so brilliant lap there by Silent. Seems like his car's just come alive in the wet. Well done.
Yes, Silent is very extremely good in the wet weather. But I see Ron had done a lap without the end plate on his wing, so he must have touched somewhere the wall.
Absolutely. Alright, so let's have a look here. So Super D, let's just follow him around. Hairpin here, turn 10, 11, really a turn 12, which I don't think counts anymore as a turn with these cars these days. So Tormund goes through in the Red Bull, so let's follow him around. Oh, sorry, Super D. So let's see if how he gets to the Wall of Champions. Turn 13 and 14, keeps it nice and tight, away from the wall, good traction out of there. Let's see where this puts him. It's going to be a 121.8. There we go. Much better by Super D. That puts him up into third. I think he'll be happy with that. Cut-off time, Donovan. What do you think you need to have in 10th to be safe?
I think if you have a 121, probably about 21.5 or 8, you'll be safe. Then you can go into the pits, save the car for Q3.
Absolutely. So if I look at that, Donovan, definitely Silent Night, Maxstar, maybe Super D even, and Don Rabico can go and sit in the pits. Guys, you still need to set a time is Tormund Kills. Just want to see where he is. He is on a lap. Okay, there we go. He goes 10th in the other Red Bull. Yeah, there we go. Low, I think he said that's him for the session. He's quite comfortable in 8th. I think it's a very good improvement by Low, getting himself into 8th. He is absolutely new to this game, Ruan, and he's found his feet. I was in a practice session with him this afternoon, and he found some pace. So very happy for him to being in the top 10 so far. Although I don't think that's going to be enough. Aiden Nason still needs to set a competitive time. He's on a 123.2. He's 2 seconds down in sector 1, so he's obviously at a moment. Ron loses the back. He's 3 seconds down on his sector. Chucky at the moment, he's on an outlap. Wezo, there we go, Wezo, the other McLaren, we haven't seen too much of him, so he's just invalidated his lap, going through the Wall of Champions now, turn 13-14, onto the start-finish straight, so he's probably going to start his flying lap now, so let's see where this puts Wesley, so let's see.
I think he cut the corner on the...
Okay, yes he did.
The last corner.
Yeah, you are 100% correct.
That's the thing you must watch on this circuit, because you can mess up your Q2 times with
it's extremely difficult, Donovan, because that corner can invalidate the lap that you're on and the next lap. So you, in essence, lose literally 2 laps, which is very harsh. So rather take it a bit slower, make sure you get through it.
Yes, and you have the right tire.
Whoa, sorry to say that, but Aiden Mason, big moment coming out of the Wall of Champions, loses the back end, nose into the barrier, and that Renault is done. There is nothing left of that Renault. Big damage to the front wing, left wheel basically on the bodywork, lots of carbon fiber on. There is yellow flags out, and that's his session over and done with. So he will not make it through to Q3, but big moment, just losing the back end there. Glad we were on board with him with that. Sorry for that, Donovan. I get a bit excited when I see action like that.
That Wall of Champions, eh?
Yeah, he just got out of it. I think he just got on the throttle a little bit too quickly, and maybe too harshly. Lost the back end, and it just flipped him onto the start-finish straight into the left-hand side barrier. So Ron going out again. He's going for a full set of wets. Now I'm not sure if this is something from Jeff, but Donovan, in essence, I can't see you beat 124.2, or let's look at 10 to 122 on a set of wets. Yeah,
there's no way.
I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, he's going to battle. He's got just over 5 minutes left, so that's going to be a battle for him. Chucky is out at the moment. He's 1.2 seconds up in sector 3. So let's see how he manages the Wall of Champions.
Yeah, but he has a front plate missing, so...
Okay, but let's see. He is 1.3 seconds up, so is he going to get through here nicely? Ooh, does he get on the throttle nice? Little bit of back end gone there, stepping out. Yeah, you were right. Not much of an improvement to him. 2 tenths down.
I think he's in trouble, yeah.
Oh, he's in big trouble. He probably should have pitted. They should have boxed him, get him into the pits. Let's just follow him around sector 1. See if he's up. Maybe he thinks to himself, you know what, I can do this with a damaged wing. So let's see who sector 1 pops up. Ooh, this looks 0.32 down. Yeah, Donovan, I think you called it. I think he's in trouble here. He's got just over 4 minutes left. He needs to get as quickly as possible to the pits. Wezo, he hasn't set a lap time out yet. So he's in trouble. On the drop zone at the moment, Aiden Mason, Ron, Chucky, Wezo, and then Torman Keels also in 10th. Not safe at the moment.
Yes, I see. Wesley just went out now. Also on a full set of weights. I don't think.
I think the weather might just deteriorate a bit, and I think they left it for a little bit too late. Obviously not into where it is now. Although I must say that Ron's Ferrari just looks planted on these wet tires, so he looks very good. So let's watch the sector 1 time and see if he can improve on that. Ooh, he's 2 tenths up, so Ron in essence needs, he needs a bit more than that. Ron needs almost 2 seconds to get into the top 10. So let's just see what his sector 2 looks like. But he might be in trouble here. Oh, and he hits the wall.
He's the wall.
Yep. Nope, that's done and dusted for him. I don't think he's going to have enough time to get out again. And I think the weather's deteriorated too much for him to go back onto Inters and actually get a quick lap. Donovan, vitally important to get out in a session like this as quickly as possible on the Inters, put some fuel in, get out there and put the laps in. Even if it's 5 or 6 laps, even if you're not the quickest, just get a competitive lap time in, because the track might just go from bad to worse. And this is what happened to these guys.
Yes, no, I think you must just put in fuel, do a couple of laps, and then, because sometimes you get track evolution and sometimes you just go from bad to worse.
Right, so provisional going through from the session, or dropping out of the sessions, Aiden Nathan, who had that big moment on the start-finish straight, just after turn 14. Ron, who's definitely missed this opportunity, he's on the wet and he's not going to have enough time. Chucky, who's ducked in, he's just come out of the pits now on a brand new set of wets. We'll follow him around, but I don't think that's going to work for him. Wezo at the moment in the Mercedes. Let's just watch his sector 1 time. He's currently in 15th.
Night, yeah, you're gonna have a busy night tonight.
A big moment.
Yes, Chucky just smashed into Tom and Kills.
Oh my word. It's going to be a busy night tonight. Tom and Kills in a danger area. Yeah, I'm having a look at, so I missed now sector 1 from Wezo. But let's have a look at his sector 2 times. I can't see the weights going to 122s. I really don't. But let's see his sector 2. Well, this is his first lap, so it's a 51.5. I don't think that's going to be quick enough.
I don't think the guys will go faster than this.
No, I think things has changed a little bit better. So if we look at going through into the next session, we've got the Mercedes, a Silent Night, and Donovan Duff is smiling here next to me because the Mercedes has made it through. Max Star on the Racing Point in second. Super D, go Team Red Bull is in third. Don Rabico in the Ferrari fourth. Red Fury and McLaren fifth. Then we've got Zero to Cool in AlphaTauri. Good run there by Gia Berta on seventh. He's had some big issues with his wheel. The spring on his pedals broke, so I'm not sure how he's driving tonight. So good showing there by Kharab getting into the top 10. His teammate Low in 8th position, Top Dog in 9th, Torment in 10th. And then we have to drop down guys. So no one improving. Donovan, I think that's it for Q2.
Yes, I see Torment Kills just went on the last flying lap. They'll stick with him now.
Alright, so he is on a set of inters. Let's see what his sector 1 time looks like. But I just think the weather, if I look at track conditions, Donovan, it just became worse. There's a lot of standing water here. Yeah, no, he's backed out of it. He said, look, this is, I think, a good decision by him. I don't think anyone's going to threaten him. Why risk, using the set of inters that he can maybe use in Q3? I don't think the weather's going to clear up quick enough for Q3, so rather save those brand new inters. You might just get pole position.
Yes, then Chucky had a big moment.
Alright, and Chucky having another big moment. There we go, that AlphaTauri. Oh, it's going to be a nightmare. You just really want to get off the throttle now and just get back to the garage and get yourself a coffee and get your head right for the race, because 14th for him, I don't think that's really where he wanted to finish. His teammate, Zero to Cool, is in 6th position. So outperforming his teammate tonight. If you look at teammate battles, obviously Super D in front of his teammate Torment Kills by a comfortable margin. Zero to Cool in front of Chucky. Gia Berta in front of Low. Silent Night in front of Wezo. So Donovan, how important is this team battle thing? We talk about this, sometimes week in and week out, about, is the battle between your teammates such a big thing? How do you find this? Do you think that's a valid point? Do you think a teammate doesn't really make a difference? You fight everyone that's on the grid, or how do you feel about that?
I think in the end of the day, to measure yourself, you must be faster than your teammate. So then you need just to fight all the people on the grid. But if you're better than your teammate, then you know you're on the right step. Okay,
well, you want to tell me now I'm in big trouble here. Because my teammate has had absolutely 2 awesome races. So, pressure's on me.
Do some catch up.
Yeah, pressure's on me. Thanks for that, Donovan. I really feel good about myself now. Thanks, bro.
Yes, at least we have 2 Mercedes in front. It's a pink Mercedes and a black Mercedes.
There we go. So it doesn't matter what color they come in, as long as it's Mercedes, all good with that. It's good to see Silent Night having a really good session, but this is the session that it all really counts for. It is still raining here. This is Q3. There is only 12 minutes here. Donovan, you're probably going to have 2 runs in this session, depending on what you use in Q1. You really want to get out as soon as possible. If the weather does decide to change and get a bit better, I see the clouds are a bit lighter. you really want to do a run on the inters, go back into the pits, and hopefully you can just catch that 4 or 5 minutes of clear weather.
Yes, they need to get out now. As we speak, Silent Nights just went out.
So as it comes to my co-commentator, you need to get out now, and I can see that everyone's been listening to Donovan, so everyone is jumping out of the pits. I can see the Ferrari going out, I see the McLaren going out, Red Bull, Alpha Tauri. Yeah, this is going to be a busy 5 minutes, 6 minutes for us. Luckily, Donovan, this is one of those tracks where you can get out of someone's way. It's not that difficult to get out of the way here for faster cars, so we shouldn't see any issues really. Right, so
it's much better than Monaco or Azerbaijan.
Yeah, most definitely. Absolutely agree with you on that. I'm very happy that we are done with the street circuits, although they do rate this as a street circuit as well. You know, very narrow corners, barriers very close to the corners, not a lot of runoff space here on this track. So I would say this goes almost to the same things as Baku maybe. Can't wait for these open tracks to come our way. Silverstone, France, Hungary, can't wait.
I'm really missing the classic tracks.
Alright, so Donovan, your favorite for qualifying one today, who do you think is going to be on the top step this evening in pole position?
I think this will be between Silent Night and Maxstar. Maxstar is really showing pace. And, as I speak then, Silent Night went into World Champions.
Oh, commentator's curse there. I am going to put my money on Super D. I think he's got some good pace. I think if he puts it together, he will. Silent Night, I can see there's an end plate missing on the right hand side, so not a good start for him. Here, Berta, let's have a look and see what's going on with him. He is in the Haas. He's followed, I think, out by the Mercedes. Oh man, some nice drifting there by Fiat Berta. So let's see if he can get himself in the top 5. Anything is possible on a track like this. It sort of like evens it out. But yeah, my money's on Super D. I think if he gets it right, we'll have a really good session. So let's see. So Silent Night, Super D, and Maxstar. That's your 2 commentators, or your 3 commentators' choice here, between myself and Donovan. And let's see. Right, so purple sectors popping up all over the place. So we'll follow a bit around. Just lost some stuff from the code master here. Let's put it back up again. Alright, here we go. So Geerbertus goes over the line. He's starting. He's just gone fastest on a 121.3. A good lap by Geerbertus. Wow, 121.3. That's a good lap. Silent in second, Zero to Cool in third. Obviously that moment was Silent hitting the wall. And Top Dog, a 121.1. There we go. In the Alpha.
Great Fury on a 128.
And there we go. We're in the 120s already. So Fast and Furious coming through. 120.8 for Red Fury in the McLaren. Let's go further down. Let's see Zero to Cool. He's just crossed the line. Let's have a look at Super D. He is in sector 3 at the moment. Let's see what this put him up to.
Maxstar going over the line now.
Alright.
121.3.
Here we go. 4th position for Maxstar. Let's see where this puts Super D. It's going to be a benchmark for him. Ooh, not the best lap from him. 7th at the moment for him. Low Q still needs to set the lap. He's invalidated this lap. Don Rabico. Also favored. I don't think we should, and he's invalidated this lap, but I don't think we should forget about Don Rabico. But at the moment, if anything happens now and we decide to cancel this session, you've got Red Fury, Top Dog, and Geerbertus and Maxstar on the first 2 rows. That's going to be interesting. And Geerbertus goes fastest with a 120.7. My word. This track is just getting faster and faster. I tell you what, Donovan, if this man gets pole tonight, he will get drunk. I'm not sure if he's kind of a big drinker, but he's going to get drunk. I tell you that. It's a smashing lap there by him.
And definitely. So
we've seen obviously people... Yeah, sorry, Donovan.
I think if you must rate drivers for evolution from season 1 to season 2,
Oh.
it's definitely Gee Botha in my top 1. Because Gee Botha really struggled in season 1, but season 2, he just came alive.
I actually wanted to say exactly the same thing. In season 1, he really battled. He was new to the game, put in all the hard work in 2019 game, and he just couldn't find the time. And all of a sudden, he's just really finding time. And I mean, to be 2/10 off a guy like Super D, I know we're not done yet. This is the first run only. But I think Gee Botha can give him a pat on the back. No matter what happens, no matter if these guys get into the 119s on the inters, that's a really respectable time. Donovan, I see it is clearing up. I see some drops of rain still falling. Do you think maybe box now, go sit, put the socks on and just go out whenever you think it's ready?
Yes, and I see Red Fury already put it on set of softs, so...
Right, so he's waiting for that gap in the weather. Absolutely. There we go. DRS enabled. There we go. This is sad to see, Donovan, because obviously with the rain it puts people on an even playing field. You know, guys, I don't think like Gee Botha is gonna, you know, maybe even top dog. They're not really gonna have the pace to stick with the top 3-4 runners. So yeah, it's sad to see that we didn't have a full wet qualifying session. But yeah, so let's see if anyone goes out on the softs and when they will go out. Interesting to see that Loki didn't put up a time yet. He's obviously just validated his lap. Don Rabika hasn't gone out at all. Donovan, he's sitting in the pits on the softs on, and if he gets this wrong, he's in trouble because he's got just over 4 minutes left. The track is drying, but not drying as much. 2 mistakes from him, 2 laps gone. He can start at the back of the grid.
Yes, no, they just went out now. Another thing, if you leave it to the end and make a mistake on the last corner, you can invalidate your lap and then you're screwed.
Then both laps are basically done and dusted, and then, yeah, depending on fuel, if you don't have enough fuel, yeah, this can be a smiley chat for someone, or it can be extremely difficult. Not sure why Khaled Murta's put on the mediums, because obviously you don't qualify, you don't start the race on the tire that you want to qualify on, but not sure if he wants to go out on the mediums. I think he rather wants to put on the softs. Everyone else on the softs,
Terry just went out on the mediums.
I do not understand that, Donovan. I do not understand that.
And the medium is taking longer to heat up.
Unless, Donovan, he's obviously picked a different tire choice. He wants maximum softs for the race. Where the guys will probably have one use set already. But yeah, I don't understand what's going on here. Yeah. Anyway, as the guys come out now.
They should have free set of softs still left.
Yeah, you should have enough for the race. I'm not sure why he went out. He's going to battle. I mean, if he does decide to come into the pits now on his out lap, he'll have enough time to go out on the softs. So there will be enough time for him to change tyres and go out again. Although it's going to be extremely tight. So you can already see the guys are finding grip. I'm here with Top Dog in the Alfa Romeo. You can see they're all finding time. This track is drying very quickly, Donovan. Right, so let's stick with Don Rabiko on the Ferrari. So he's left it very late. So he's in Sector 1 at the moment. Purple Sector 1, obviously expect that with a dry tyre. So super... So let's see what he gets up to.
And I think if it was me, I would have put 2 laps of fuel in because the track will evolve now after rubber laying.
Yep, you want to be out on that last couple of seconds just to get maximum out of this track. Well, let's wait and see. I expect that we're going to see very low 110s, maybe early 109s. Or good through turn 13, 14, DRS wide open, over the start, finish straight there. And as Donovan, we can pick up our first time to chase a 1.5. Don't think that's going to be enough, Donovan. Yeah.
As we speak, Red Fury just went into the pits. He had a front plate missing.
Okay, let's keep an eye on Geerbuerta. So Geerbuerta has not pitted. He decided to stay out. There's no time for him to pit now. He's going to have to make this mediums work. Good grief. Let's see, maybe he just feels a bit more comfortable on his mediums. Let's see where this puts him. That puts him on a 1-12-3 on a medium. Well done. But I definitely suspect we've got just over 1.5 minutes left. That we're going to get into the 110s, 19s. No doubt about that. Don Rabico purple in the middle sector. This is his second lap. As we go, there we go. And the 110s already with Super D, a 110.7.
Simon Titan, a 110.5.
There we go. So it's just getting better and better. Donovan, 100% with the track will just evolve. It'll just get quicker and quicker. Let's see where this can get Don Rabico on his second lap on his softs. This gives him a second 600th off Silent Night. Super D at the moment. He is in sector 2. Let's see what his sector 2 times look like. Oh, he's 4/10s up. So good job there by Super D. If he gets this right, this is provisional pole for him. If he nails sector 3, he's 2/10s from the leader and he's 4/10s up on his quickest. So this will give him theoretical a 110.3. Hopefully he doesn't get. Oh, he's getting a good toe here. Hopefully that will not mess him up here. Oh man, oh man. Hopefully that didn't hold him up. Hopefully that did not hold him up. It doesn't look that way. Oh boy, oh boy.
Max star on a 109.9.
There we go. So we're in a 109. That is a very good lap by him. Wow, that is. I don't think Super D is anywhere impressed with the horse in front of him. Not sure what happened there. Super D, his session is basically over. He's back out. Let's see what 0 to Cool getting up to. Very close to the Wall of Champions. Let's see where this puts him. He's currently in 6th. Puts him in 2nd. There we go. 2nd position there for 0 to Cool. Provisional 2nd for him. What a lap by him in the Alpha Tauri. Torment, I think he's back out of it. Oh, he's 2/10s up. So let's see if he can grab that 2nd position from 0. As he goes through 10, 13 and 14 now. Nice. Oh, that was nicely done. Let's see where this puts Torment. Is he going to get that Red Bull on the 2nd row? You betcha, and he puts it on pole. What a lap by Torment Kills. I did not see that coming. A 109.8. Wow, Donovan. Didn't expect that. Yeah, didn't expect that whatsoever. We were thinking Max Star, we were thinking Silent, we were thinking Super D. And all of a sudden, Torment said, how's it? And once again, Donovan, you were 100% right. Just waited for the right time. He was literally seconds away from starting his hot lap, and he got the best out of the track on a 109.8. So there we go, qualifying 3 done and dusted, Canadian Grand Prix. So our starting grid will be Torment Kills and Max Star on the front row, followed in the 2nd row by 0 to Cool, Silent Night, and then the 3rd row would be Don Rabico and Super D. 5th row, Top Dog and Geerbuerta. I'm not sure why he went out in the mediums. Red Fury in 9th, not a good session with his wing damage. And then Loki in 10th, I think he just said, look, 10th position. That's a very good qualifying position by him, irregardless.
I see on the YouTube channel we have a lot of support for the Red Bull guys.
That's good to see. We actually bought them. We actually paid them a couple of dollars just to come and support us.
It's rent a crowd.
Absolutely, very happy with that. Donovan, while we wait for these guys to obviously get their setups right and get their fuel sorted, and during the formation lap, your season so far obviously not the best of times in Baku for you. But in essence, very competitive in this season. I don't think anyone expected that. You're obviously part of the new drivers that joined us in season 2. And you just found so much pace and leading the championship for a good couple of races. Baku didn't go your way. How do you get up from that? Obviously, looking forward to Canada in what 48 hours time. Looking forward to Canada, Donovan. Are you going to carry some momentum in there? And feelings about Baku?
Yes, no, I had a difficult race at Baku. I wasn't practicing a lot. But yeah, we leave it as it is, and we'll see in Canada. I've been putting on a lot of laps in Canada. Not as good as you. I see you
Look,
second currently on
no, look, I
the
always say
laps.
that time trial does not mean anything. I think France, my teammate, also vouched for that. Time trial, yeah, absolutely means nothing as it pops up there. So lap 9, we expect the guys with the softs to pop in. And then on lap 13, the guys on the mediums. Obviously, free tyre choice here because everyone started on the Inters in Q2. So we'll get some tyre allocations up for you. But time trial times, Donovan, for me, in essence, means absolutely nothing. I think it's, for me, there's a big difference between time trial and a practice lobby or a session. So, yeah, don't take too much out of
Yes,
that.
no, definitely.
So let's look at the tire setups
But I
quickly,
think
Donovan. Apologies for that. So we've got Tormans and Maxstar on the softs. We've got Zero to Cool Silent and Don Rapika on the mediums. The other guy on the mediums is Aiden Nason. And then Chucky, and the rest is all on softs. So it's going to be interesting to see if Zero, Silent, and Don Rabika can stay with Torment Kills and Maxstar. And what Super D, Top Dog, and Geerboota can do on those softs if they can get past the guys on the mediums. Tire differential on this track between the softs and the mediums is just over, I think it's 8 tenths of a second, if I'm not mistaken. A difference between the mediums and the hards is 6 tenths. So a bit of it in it. But just going back to time trial times, yeah, I think there's a big difference between that and actual race trim. I see that with myself and with a lot of guys who is extremely quick on time trial, but you know, come race day, it's a different story. But you are looking forward to Canada. Like you said, Baku not the best for you. You're pairing up in the Mercedes next to Burnout. How's his season going so far?
He didn't have the best of races, but he had extremely good race in the Netherlands. But we are also practicing a lot, so I think his season will pick up.
Still a very long season, Donovan. I mean, we're only on round 9 now. We've got another 13 races to go in the season, so we're not even halfway through. I think Austria will be halfway. Yeah, but someone needs to catch Nam Bulldog in Tier 2, most definitely. We'll talk a little bit about Tier 1 as we get going here.
No, we're working on that, definitely.
Alright, so let's have a look here as we kick it off here. It's 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Hopefully we won't get waited too long here to get Canada off, and we are off, and it's a Red Bull, very good start there, followed by the Racing Point. Everyone seems to be getting away very much there. It looks like Geerboota, everything is in place there. You really want to get it as clean as possible. Aiden Nason all the way up to 5th.
I see Chucky has a front plate missing already.
Alright, so Aiden Nason currently, he is, and Codemaster just messes with me here, apologies for that. So it is Maxstar leading on the softs, with Torment Kills in second, Zero to Cool in third. We're keeping nice together on the mediums. Then we've got Silent Knight, Red Fury, Don Rabika, Super D. Biggest loser, I'm looking at Geerboota here, he's currently in 11th. So not a good start by him. As the guys go through turn 11 and that hairpin, turn 12, which is not really a turn anymore, or a corner. Right, and as I see the Red Bull goes past, oh brother, here we go, Super D getting past there. Nice shot there of the Wall of Champions.
I also see Silent Light has some damage.
Okay, Super D looks like he's got all his tools still in the box, so he looks good in the Red Bull. He needs to catch up with those front runners. But it is Maxstar that's pulling away from Torment. He's now almost more than a second, so he's out of DRS range from Torment. Zero is sticking nicely with Torment at the moment within DRS range. DRS only available On the next lap, this is lap 2 of 35. Red Fury all the way in 4th position in the McLaren. He's followed by Silent Knight. Like you heard Donovan say, there is a little bit damage to that McLaren. Super D just behind the McLaren, so he obviously knows, he would know from his race engineer that there's damage on the car in front. He needs to push now. And he's really on the soft, so he really wants to get past.
I see Silent Light has damage on the front wing. Super D has front wing damage.
Oh boy. Busy night for the stewards tonight. And there goes our first time penalty, and that was probably through turn 13 and 14. That's Coleman Kills, getting his first 3-second penalty. Max Star with the fastest lap on a 1:13.2, so a very good lap by him. 0 to Cool now getting extremely close to Tormund. And 0 having a big moment there. But in essence, Donovan, this AlphaTauri looks extremely good on the medium tires. He can stretch this to lap 14. The other guys, we expect them in the pits around about lap 9. I think we expect the guys on the softs, even as early as lap 7.
Yeah, so 0 to Cool just need to stick off the Red Bull of Tom Kills.
Alright, so
I
let's
think on lap 5 or 6 he'll start catching up.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that no one has popped into the pits yet. No one has been into the pits. There we go. All the way at the back here we've got Sean Fiabuta. He has no front wing. Absolutely nothing on that horse. Not sure if he lost the car. He's going to have to go into the pits. He's praying for a safety car now to bring something out to bring him back into contention. So he's all the way at the back with front wing damage. Just in front of him is Ron in the Ferrari. Not a good start for him. Low, Gerard Fiabueta's teammate on the horse. And as I say that, it looks like Chucky is heading into the pits. So I think this is a new nose for him. I also see a Mercedes. I think that's Silent Knight. If you could just confirm for me, Donovan, I think it's Silent Knight also in the pits.
Yes, Silent Light is also in the pits.
New front wing for him. New front wing, yeah, for the AlphaTauri.
Fiabueta just pops into the pits.
Alright, interesting to see. Silent Knight on a brand new set of hearts, Donovan. This is going to be interesting to see. You can't get to the end of the race on these hearts here, although we've seen people pulling rabbits out of hats in this league in terms of tyre wear, but I think that's just a little bit too far out of reach.
Yes.
Okay, so Fiabueta putting on a brand new set of mediums. Chucky also on a brand new set of mediums. Silent Knight, brand new set of hearts. Alright, and as we go
Silent
further
Light
up,
needs to pits again.
you are kidding me. What happened? Okay, here we go. So Silent Knight will have to pit again. You are 100% right. So close battle here between Wezo. Is he going to go the inside? Ooh, just making him aware that he's there. So Wezo on top dog here. He's going to get DRS assistance here again. So let's see if he can get close. Oh, he gets close, gets the braking nicely done. He wants to undercut him here. Is he going to undercut, get into the inside? See, does that? He just doesn't stick so well. Top dog obviously also on a set of softs. These guys have got 4 laps already on their softs, so another 5 or 6 laps for them to go. And it is still Max Star leading the way by just over a second from 0. 0 actually getting past Storm and Fuels. We didn't see that one. But very tight here in front with Wezo on top dog. Top dog just behind Super D. Oh, everyone getting DRS behind Super D. And as the Mercedes runs slightly wide there, loses a bit of time.
Yeah, I think Super D with the damage is really struggling. Top dog with his Aiden Ace will soon just fly by him.
Absolutely. In essence, he's almost 8 seconds now behind the leaders. So if he can maybe stretch, just stay in front of these guys for another 2 laps, he can still make the soft, medium strategy work for himself. But pitting now, that's going to make life very difficult for him. So Wezo is just behind him. He's just got a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. Sorry, that's top dog. Oh, a big moment there. Aiden Nason completely run into the back of Wezo. That was unfortunate. From what we see, that is not the way to do things. We obviously don't want to commentate out of the comms box. We see things differently than what the drivers see. But Donovan, that looked ridiculous.
Yeah, no, and it took Top Dog out. And Top Dog was really looking racy. At least he doesn't have any damage.
Okay, so big damage here to Aiden Nathan's car. I just want to see, yeah, he's got whole half of his wing is missing. So he's going to have to go into the pits. Missing his braking point. Yeah, but that just looked wrong from all the way. But yeah, we'll leave that for the stewards. We're not going to go on about that. Thank God I'm not a steward for tonight. 0 to cool now is capture. Oh, there we go. Safety car. Now this will work 100% for a lot of people. If I look at Clear Buerta, if I look at Silent Night on the hards, this is the way to go. Maxstar pops into the pits. He's going to go for a set of...
Cool stays out.
Yeah, look, he's on a set of mediums, so if he can stretch this, I mean, he can get probably lap 17 on the mediums. Do another short stint, 17, let's say lap 17, lap 3, he can probably go medium, soft, soft. So this might just work for 0 to cool very handsomely. But Maxstar, he's pitted the hearts. Yep, he's probably thinking not to pit again. I think he's going to battle in the race for that. Tormund Kills, he's been in the pits with a brand new set of mediums. Red Fury, or same thing. Silent Knight decided to stay out Donovan on a set of hearts. If I just go through the list here. Right, so everyone has stopped. Yes, Donovan.
I don't think we need to speak about this, the corner cutting on this track. You can be 10 seconds late, but with all the penalties, you can stack up.
Yeah, you can be third or fourth. Yeah, this track, Donovan, rightly so. I mean, especially the Wall of Champions, turn 13 and 14, turn 1 and turn 2, probably the easiest, I would say. And then I think turn 3 and 4, I think that's the major one where everyone would battle. That's very fast, right, left-hander. The time penalties is going to play a role tonight. Interesting to see everyone has stopped. No one doing a double stop. I just want to get the tire compounds on here. Lap 7, who looks pretty for us in the comms box? Definitely Maxstar on a brand new set of hearts. I'm not sure if he's going to get all the way to the end. He's sitting pretty 0 to cool. If he can stretch this, look after his tires, he can do a soft stop. He has to use another compound tire, so he's going to have to stop again. Maxstar obviously used his 2 compounds, so he doesn't have to stop again if he can make this work. By that we mean that there's 3 tire choices over a race weekend or a race day. You've got the soft, the medium and the hard soft. Obviously the faster of the 3 compounds, followed by the medium and the hard. In race trim you need to use both or 2 sets of any compound. You cannot just use one or you'll get disqualified. So in this case a lot of guys going for medium hards or soft hards or medium soft. So let's see. But 0 to cool for me, Donovan, looking very pretty at the moment.
Yes, he looks very racy on this track.
Tormund Kills, however, and that's something I just picked up now. Red Fury, both of them, brand new set of mediums. And 0 to cool is 7 lap old mediums. Yeah, Tormund and Red Fury both started on the soft, so in essence they only have to pit one more time. They can put another set of mediums on if they wish to. I think the last time that you really want to pit, if you want to go for the soft on this track, would be lap 26. That's the last time you really want to pop into the pits, and we are well away from that start.
Yes, I'm currently looking at the incidents already of the guys on the time penalties. Tormund Kills already has 2 time penalties, and one he got under the safety car, so I don't know.
Oh, that's going to be nasty for him. That is not nice.
And Aiden Nason on a 10-second time penalty.
Yeah, I expect some big things for Aiden Nason anyway with the stewards report afterwards, Donovan, because that incident just didn't look all healthy for me. But yeah, safety car is in. We are back racing again. It is 0 to cool now, who backed up the pack nicely, made a break. He is the second ahead. Maxstar in second, Tormund in third. Is he going to get with Red Fury? Oh, contact between Red Fury and Tormund. Very aggressive there, but everyone's still in the game. Yeah, I don't see any damage to this McLaren of Red Fury. But oh, the stewards are going to have their hands full tonight. So very aggressive move there by Tolman. He's currently down third. Red Fury in fourth now. Jackie in fifth. And my dog is going absolutely bonkers here. He's getting excited.
I also see both Mercedes on the hard tires and Aiden Asen just behind them on the softs. So they will all be.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on them. Yeah, he gets very good traction out of turn 11. So DR is not enabled yet. It will only be enabled the next lap after the safety car. So Silent Knight and Wezo, the two Mercedes. Aiden Asen being extremely close. Super D getting another time penalty. So Donovan, you were right when you started off the session by saying time penalties is going to be something to look at, and it's already looking like it's going to play a big influence tonight.
And Zero to Cool is already pulling a 1.6 second gap to Max Star.
Right, so Zero to Cool now in some nice clear air. You get the feeling, Donovan, that Tormund needs to get past Max Star if he really wants to make anything of his race. Max Star probably thinking he doesn't need to pit again. Tormund definitely on the faster tyre. Not by much, by half a second a lap, but he needs to get closer to Max Star to actually put him under pressure on those hards.
They definitely need to get past him.
So Aiden Nason now extremely close. He's going to get DRS on this section. No, not yet. He uses his overtake button. He's going to go to the left. Is he going to make the stick? Yeah, he does make the stick. A very nice overtake there by him. Yeah, so a full second between the hards and the softs. That's why you can see Aiden Nason just knifing through the field. Now, next up for him, a Silent Knight in the Mercedes. So he's taken one Mercedes already on a start-finish straight. He's probably going to wait for the DRS zone as we follow them up top of the trees here in Canada. Let's see if we can get DRS in this next area. Second DRS zone coming up. Yep, this is just, Donovan, this is just really enough to get you as close as possible to the next DRS. This zone probably not long enough to actually make a overtake.
It's just to set you up nicely for the back straight.
And he's getting very close, yeah. So is he going to do the undercut? He is. He's going to get DRS, he's going to use overtake. So Silent Knight closing the door nicely. Yeah, but this is DRS wide open. He's going to get past him. Yeah, Silent Knight letting him go and say, look, we'll see you a bit later. You're going to have to stop again. I'm probably not going to have to stop again. We'll see you later in the race. No use in fighting someone who's on a second lap faster tyre. Zero to Cool now in front by 1.5 seconds. Tormund is forever getting closer to Max Star, so he's in DRS range at the moment. So just outside of your top 10, I just want to see if here Botas catching up with Don Rabiko. Now Don Rabiko is on a set of softs, and here Botas is on a set of mediums. He's 8 laps old already. I just want to make sure that there's no damage on this Ferrari as it comes past. Yeah, there's no, everything is still in place there. Not sure why Don Rabiko is back in at this phase of the race. Right, and Super D also gets past Wezo on the hard tyres. Next up for him will be Silent Knight as we follow Aiden Nason's progress.
Doman kills extremely close to Max Star now. I think he'll get him on the next DRS zone.
Oh, and he goes on the outside. He just makes him aware there's the, cuts a little bit of corner. That's going to hurt him. He's going to get a time penalty for that. That's not going to help you much, Tormund. If you're not going to make them pass, why risk the penalty? He's going to try to get... Whoa, as I say that, Red Fury just gets in the way there. And that was definitely in a blind spot of the Red Bull. I don't think he saw him whatsoever. Obviously saw the opportunity there. Not sure if there's damage to that McLaren as they come past.
Yes, no, he does definitely have front plate damage. There McLaren. Both end plates gone.
Okay, apologies for that. My headset just went off. I'm back again. Yeah, so not sure if there's any damage on that McLaren of Red Fury. It doesn't look
Yes,
like
no,
it.
he has two front plates missing.
Oh, good
So
grief.
he
That's
has
going to make it
damage.
very difficult for him, yeah. Torment kills now. DRS range of Max Star is too far away on this lap. He's going to have to start rebuilding himself again and get this corner right so he doesn't invalidate this again. Max Star this time getting a 3-second penalty. So penalty chase here between Max Star and Torment.
And Jackie pops into the pits. He has front doing damage. I think he had a big moment.
Right, Aiden Nason now on 7 lap old softs. So we would expect him on lap 16 probably to pit. I don't think the softs will see more than 9 laps. So he's currently in 5th. Silent Knight still out on the hards in 6th. Very good, he's setting very good lap times here by him. Super D catching Silent. He obviously made way quickly of Wezo. So Super D finding some rhythm in this stage of the race. Getting very close to the wall there, DRS range. Wezo just behind him. Don Rabiko in 9th. He's very close to Wezo in the... Ooh, very close to Wezo. He's going to get DRS in the next section. So let's see if Don Rabiko, how close can he get to this Mercedes. And this will be the first time this year that we see a Ferrari passing a Mercedes. It doesn't happen in real life, so maybe it can happen in our tier. So let's see.
That's the only place it will happen.
Another safety car. We've lost someone, Donovan. I'm not sure who. Is it low? I just see space all over the place. Yeah, big moment. What do you do now, Donovan? 14, 15, there's 20 laps to go.
I think the guys that's on the mediums can go for the darts and they can probably finish, but the guys that already for the darts, they're in trouble.
Yeah,
I don't think the mediums will go to the end of the race.
Yeah, this is not going to work so nice for Wes and for Silent, but I think Silent has gone into the pits. Yes, he has. He's put on a brand new set of mediums. His teammate Wezo decided to stay out on those hards. It's going to be interesting to see what Maxstar does. Is he going to stay out on those hards? What is Storman going to do? What is Super D going to do? Let's have a look on this front 4 guys and see what everyone's planning. I think Don Rabiko, brilliant time for him. He needs to get into the pits, get rid of those softs, put on a set of mediums or even hards and see if he can get to the end of the race.
I don't know what happened to Zero to Cool for you now. He went into pits, fitted the new set of mediums and he just went straight into the wall. Again on front doing damage, so he needs to pit again.
Oh no. Right, let's keep an eye out on this top 3 for you. Maxstar, Torment, Super D and Wezo and obviously Don Rabiko. Let's see. If they all pit, Silent Knight will be leading with a brand new set of mediums followed by Red Fury. Aiden Nathan has fitted the hards, but I expect there's some trouble coming for him after the race. But let's see. Donovan, do you think these first four runners are going to pit?
No, they won't. They're going to stay out.
So just looking at the comments here, Storm Willis is saying, let's go Super D and Torment. Yeah, we're paying Storm Willis to do this. Well done, Willis, for supporting the Red Bull guys. Hanley Smith saying, Zero, my one and only. Yeah, Zero's having a really good race. Hanley, so I hope they can keep it together. Kunrad saying, very entertaining. Kunrad obviously leading the World Championship, Tier 1. And as I say that, no one's pitted. Everyone on the top 4 has stayed out.
Don Rabiko pitted, he was in 5th, but he needed to pit. He was on 8 laps, all softs.
Okay,
so
apologies for that, yeah. So he's got on a brand new set of mediums. Kia Botas put on a brand new set of softs, so he might do a two stop per year, soft, trying to see if he can get the maximum out of that car. He is in the top 10 at the moment, which is good points for him. His teammate obviously retired. Someone sitting pretty at the moment, Silent Knight and Red Fury. They've got extremely new tyres looking at the rest of the guys in front of them. They've got the faster tyre and also 8 laps younger than Wezo, Super D, Torment or Maxstar. So Donovan, what do you do from here? Obviously now you want to focus, you want to get those mediums to work on the brand new set. You want to get past these guys because you will be faster than them. This is the time that you can save up ERS, you can save some fuel, you can go out all 3 laps. And what do you do when these guys pit, Donovan? So obviously, let's say that Silent Knight beats this race on a brand new set of mediums. He will not get 19 laps out of these mediums. There's no way, I think. Do you do a dash with the softs, or, later on, or do you pit with these guys?
I think you'll need to go for a soft, so you need to stick out until lap. You can maybe stick out to lap 30 on the mediums and then do qualifying laps on a set of softs.
Absolutely.
Laps.
If you can get 5 or 6 laps out of those softs, hopefully there's no safety car in between on those last couple of laps just to hamper his race strategy. But yeah, safety car out for another lap, so this will be the last lap for the safety car.
It's for me, Chucky and Nathan Nason is sitting in a good place because they're sitting on the odds. They can go to the end of the race on that.
Absolutely.
So they just need to keep it clean.
Right, so Aiden
the
Nason
biggest loser is 0 to Cool. Because before the safety car he was in 1st position, now he's sitting down in 12th position.
All the way in 12th position with a brand new set of hearts. Sean having a good race in 13th, Ron in 14th. Gia Buerta in the points at the moment, Onrabika the last point scorer. Then followed by Top Dog and 0 to Cool. So yeah, like Donovan said, 0 to Cool losing out under the safety car. I get the feeling that Maxstar and these guys might just be sitting ducks depending on, how Silent Knight feels under the car, if he feels he's got the confidence. But I expect some big things from him and Red Fury. Storm Willis saying too many penalties in this race. Storm, it's just one of those tracks, like Donovan said earlier, where time penalties is an absolute nightmare. If you look at turn, I think it's turn 3 and 4, or 2 and 3, 3 and 4, obviously turn 10 and 11 by the Wall of Champions on a start-finish straight. Those corners are so difficult to get. But let's get back to the action. Maxstar, he's backing them up nicely. Safety car is going in. The lights of the safety car will be off very soon. Maxstar bunching them up nicely, and he goes for it, and he floors it. So is he? No, he's not. He's just dummied them all, and they just went with him. Perfect time to go on this lap is just now, because this corner you can get so quickly invalidated and get another penalty. But Maxstar getting it spot on. Torment getting it spot on. Super D losing out badly. The other loser there was Wezo. Oh, and as I say that, there is definitely Red Fury got on the grass there. He is behind Silent, and you get a sense that if Silent doesn't get the move done very quickly here on Wezo. So what do you do here, Donovan, as teammates? Wezo, obviously, on old tires, you need to let your teammate go. You need to.
Wezo is too late.
And he didn't. And what a drive by Red Fury. 2 corners, 2 cars, and he's all the way up into 4th. I tell you, that was brilliant driving by Red Fury.
I think Totoro is hitting that table heavy now.
Absolutely. So yeah, this is where I would say the team orders must get in. Obviously, Wezo on the wrong tire. He needs to let his teammate come past. He's fighting a different race. He's going to have to pit again. Wezo doesn't have to pit again. And because of that, Red Fury just said, thank you very much, I'll take both of you. And now he's on a chase with Super D with 11 lap old mediums. So let's have a look at Gia Buerta at the moment. He's just 0.4 of a second behind Aiden Nason. He is on the soft, so he needs to get past Aiden Nason. So we're going to stick around a bit with Gia Buerta here. He's definitely got the superior grip than the car in front of him. So let's see if we can make this work for him. He's definitely going to have to pit again, so he needs to get past these oaks. The only thing that can save him now is probably a safety car. That will work nicely in his favour. Another one.
Yes, and he also had front wing damage, so I think he's struggling
bad thing, yeah. Oh, contact between both of them. Oh boy, this is going to be a very interesting night for the stewards. Donovan, glad I'm not a steward tonight. Good luck, Donovan. Good luck.
I thought Monaco was bad, but I see we're gonna have a busy night tonight.
Alright, so virtual safety car out now. If I was here, Britta, I would also pit now. He's got just 16 laps left. Go pit for the hards or the mediums. Get on with it. Yeah. So let's go back to the front runners. Rick Fury runs wide by taking a Super D. So a bit of a risky move there by the McLaren. He could have gone off worse there. He could have lost the front wing. Could have caused damage to the Red Bull, which would have been a problem in the steward's office tonight for him. But he kept it together. All good and fair and war. And he's really quick on the 5-lap old medium. So we've got a racing point in first, Red Bull in second, Red Bull in third. But not for long. This McLaren of Red Fury looks racing. Max Star making those hards really work well for him. 2.6 seconds now ahead of these guys on the mediums. And he can go to the end, like we said earlier, Donovan most probably. So he doesn't have to pit again. So someone's going to have to catch him. Someone's going to have to make that call, go into the pits, put some new boots on and say, look, I need to come for you now. Red Fury having a look on the inside and turn 13. He gets a time penalty, but it's not going to help him much. Oh, both of them getting PRS. Goes on the inside, pushes him wide, yeah, goes through, good move by Red Fury, well done. So he's now all the way up into third position, and I think he's just pulling the plug now and said, look, someone needs to catch Max Star here, or else he's going to run away with it.
It is, and Jackie also needs to stick with this guy. He's on 7 laps, all darts, so he can definitely go to the end.
Yeah, he's doing a stellar job at the moment. Donrad Biko currently in 7th. Very, I would say, average race for him. I don't think he expected to be in 7th. He's followed by Zero to Cool. Fair Broker obviously went into the pits. He's put on a brand new set of mediums. I just want to see Aiden Nason. I know he's got damage, and I'm not sure if he stayed out.
He pitted for a set of hearts.
Okay, he pitted for a set of hearts. Okay, cool. Ron in 11th at the moment, chasing after Aiden Nason.
And as we speak, Silent Night just went past Woody.
Okay, so the Red Bull's now starting to suffer from tire deck. Yeah, so one of them has to pull the plug now and say, look, let's try something different in a Red Bull garage. This is not working for him. Super D is now under pressure from Chucky. Is Chucky gonna go? Oh, he keeps it nice and tight. Don't lose the back end. Okay, so he is definitely on top of this Red Bull at the moment and all over him.
Yes, and Red Fury is just now 1.9 seconds behind Max Star. He needs to go for it.
Yeah, he pulled the plug. He said, look, I need to make this work for me. Trick is Donovan will Max Star 15 lap old hard. We know you can get 14 laps out of the mediums, probably 20 laps out of the hard. Do you think he can do another 12 laps on those? So it will give him 27 laps on the hard. Do you think that's possible? I think he might just run into trouble.
Yeah, he'll need to pit again.
So that makes Red Fury sit very pretty, because if Red Fury can make this work, he can get as close as possible to him, pit for the softs, and like you said, just go for that last 6 lap dash and just get under his skin. And you can visibly see he's just catching him sector by sector, corner by corner. 1.6 seconds now, 1.5 seconds, 1.51. Now he's catching him. So further down the field,
Spuddy just pitted for a new set of mediums, so he can go to the end now.
Yeah, Super D has got those mediums on, so he can go to the end. He's gonna stick it out. Just having a look here. Ron is in front of him on 7 lap old hard, as well as Aiden Nason. So he's gonna have to catch up with them. Good race there by Top Dog. He is currently in 8th position. So Top Dog is one of our debutants. He's one of our new drivers in FTR. And yep, he's doing a stellar job at the moment in 8th position. So Marcel Illis and Alfa Romeo, top dog, so welcome Marcel. And you're having a good race so far with us, mate. Well done. 8th position for him. Chasing after 0 to Cool. I see some position changes. Yeah, Thorman goes into the pit. So let's see what the Red Bull puts up. So Silent Knight stays out. He's got 9 lap old mediums. He's obviously also not going to make it to the end. He's going to have to pit again. But the guys who's pitted now, they can probably get to the end. Another 11 laps? Absolutely. Alright, so this is interesting.
I think Maxstar is just going to stay out and hope for the best. I don't think he'll pit now.
Well, he's got nothing to lose if you look at it, Donovan. He is on the same strategy, effective than everyone else. I think he's just waiting for Red Fury to pull the plug and see what tires he put on. Obviously with Maxstar not using so many softs, he's got a brand new set of softs waiting for him. So I think he might eat this out to lap 26, 27, put those softs on, and if he's very clever, he goes first for the pit stop, gets the undercut. That will give him a good second and a half, and he's gone. So yeah, Maxstar sitting pretty. He can pit. Whatever Red Fury doesn't do, he does the opposite. So he can get to it. Yes. But Red Fury has to stop again.
And I see Don Rabika's doing past Jackie.
Oh, big moment. Chucky just knocks him on. That's not a place to overtake, I would say. Don Rabika probably not happy in that helmet of that Ferrari. Donovan Duffy shaking his head here next to me. Hands in his, or head in his hands. He's going to have plenty of reviews tonight. Donovan, I feel sorry for you.
It is going to be a long night.
It will become better. It will become better, Donovan. I think with the new penalty system, it's going to make your life easy. So we've slightly changed our penalty system. We've got rid of our time penalties. We've given the guys now race points or race finish place penalties, which is going to make life for the stewards very easier. And Donovan, Morpheus, you know now that if you mess up, you can lose. You can go from 2nd to 7th on the finish time just because you didn't behave yourself.
Yes.
Although it doesn't look like anyone agrees with me, because a lot of incidents tonight. But I must say, if Don Rabika doesn't have any damage, I tell you what, there's nothing that motivates you more than having an incident like that. You just, yeah, that extra 5% comes from emotions in the helmet. So let's see. So everyone close to each other. Super D, Thorman kills. Let's see both of them on the same tire. Is there going to be team orders? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Super D saying to Thorman, look buddy, you're faster than me in this stint of the race. Go fetch them, I'll follow you. Good by the Red Bull team, yeah. 8th and 9th, don't think that's where they wanted to be, Donovan, but there's people who still need to pit.
Yeah, I think some of the guys are going to stick it out.
Okay.
Because you see Red Fury is already losing time to Maxstar. So I think that mediums is past their best.
So he's basically 1-2 seconds behind Maxstar. If you look at a pit stop here in Canada, it's probably about 20 seconds, Donovan, if I'm not mistaken, 19 to 20 seconds. That's going to put him, let's call it 23 seconds behind, with 10 laps to catch, 2.3 seconds a lap. Unless Maxstar's tires just eventually say, look, I've had enough, here's a puncture for you, which is not difficult on this track because of the high-speed corners. Yeah. Look, for me, Maxstar, if I was him, I was his race engineer, I would do whatever. And as we say that, Red Fury jumps into the pits. Now, Maxstar, if I was him, I would just pit the next lap. Yeah, just cover him off.
Yeah, he needs to pit now.
Yeah, so there we go. So, Red Fury in the pits, brand new set of socks. And this is just common sense. Go into the pits, follow what Maxstar was doing, put yourself a brand new socks on, and just cover it. Don't put a Lewis Hamilton on yourself and think you might get it to the end. You might just get a puncture, although he did a massive save on the last lap. But you do not want to take that chance. So let's see what Maxstar is going to do. Silent Knight currently in 2nd on 12 lap old mediums. I've got a funny suspicion he needs to pit again, Donovan. Chucky 13, I don't think he's going to have to pit again. Followed by his teammate 0 to Cool. He definitely doesn't have to pit again on those hards.
think Silent Night is gonna stick it out.
Okay, well let's have a look here.
Finish the race on that
Red
mediums.
Fury is catching Super D with the speed of note, so you can see the softs is getting into the zone now. Let's have a look at the front runners. Maxstar stays out, decided not to pit. Silent Night sticks it out, so does Chucky, so does Zero to Cool, so does Don Rapico. Torment under pressure here from Aiden Nason. Torment obviously on the fresher tyre, so Torment needs to make this work for him. I think he just got past Aiden Nason, apologies for that. Super D behind them. Red Fury, just superior traction. Goes past Wezo, he's now up into 9th. Next up for, sorry, 7th. No, 9th, yeah. Next up for him is Aiden Nason.
And Super D just passed Aiden Nason.
There we go. So Super D on a roll here. Let's see, there is another 7 laps to go. So it's going to be interesting to see Maxstar on these 21 lap old hearts.
Yeah, the 2 Red Bull needs to chase the Ferrari of Don Rapico down now. They'll have 7 laps left, then they're catching him at half 10th lap.
Yeah, they need to make the most of this now. So Don Rapico on 12 lap old mediums, definitely more worn tyres. Red Fury, Aiden Nason in front of him. If he can clear Aiden Nason very quickly, it might just be in a shot. It will definitely catch Super D and Torment before the end of the race and might even get Don Rapico, but I think that's basically fine.
Yes, and Silent Night is also catching Maxstar now.
Okay, just under 2 seconds.
He was 3 seconds behind.
Yeah,
now
there we go.
2 seconds.
Just under 2 seconds, 1.935. Donovan, let's keep an eye on this racing point. I think this racing point is going to run out of grip sooner than later. And Donovan, if you run out of tyres, you can be 4 seconds a lap slower than anyone else. This tyre will just not sit.
Yeah, they just drop off the cliff.
Okay, so let's see if we can expect a drop-off here from Maxstar here in Canada. This is lap 29 of 35. He's on 22 lap old hard, so he's really taken it. He's got another 6 laps to go, so that will be 28 laps on the hards. And you can see Silent Night now under 1.7 or under 1.8 seconds. He's definitely catching him. And nothing as soothing as coming down a start-finish straight and seeing the guy in front of you. It just gives you that couple of extra tenths a lap. So let's have a look at Red Fury's progress. He was in 2nd. He made the pit stop. He's past Aiden Nason. And he's chasing after Super D now. And next up for him will be the 2 Red Bulls, Super D and Torment, and then a Ferrari with Don Rapico. Let's see. Problem is, Donovan, I think Silent Night might just run out of tyres before Maxstar does. The mediums is not as durable as the hards, but I tell you what, 1.2 seconds now. I want to spend some time on this racing point and see if this car's sliding all over the place. Let's get on board with him a bit, see if he battles for traction.
Yes, and currently we have a Red Bull with the fastest lap on of 112.2.
Here we go.
That 1 point can make a difference in the end of the season.
Obviously, Donovan, also a lot of time penalties here. If you look at the time differentials, a 3, 6 and 9 second penalty might take you from 1st to 2nd or 3rd or 4th. So nothing is impossible. He looks very gentle through 13 and 14 on these hards. I can't see the major drop off yet. Car looks pretty stable to me. Not losing the back end. Yeah, 4 laps to go.
Silent Night is also struggling now.
Yeah, I think he's just got past that prime of the mediums. He needs to look after his tyres now, because if he gets into trouble now, he's just sitting duck for Chucky. And Zero to Cool obviously in 4th position at the moment. Don Rapico, Torment. Yeah. So if you look at our live standings, Maxstar, Silent Night and Chucky, and you might think to yourself, look, what is this going to do to the World Championship? Well, let me tell you, at the moment, we've got Maxstar who is leading this race. And in the Drivers' Championship, He's currently in 6th position. He's a full, almost more than 30 points behind the leader, Torment. So this will bring him slightly closer. Silent Knight, he's currently in 5th on 48 points. This will make him jump in front of Don Rabiko, and most probably 0 to cool as well. Chucky in 3rd. What does that mean for Chucky? Well, that's going to push him maybe up into 7th. And I think the biggest loser tonight, if I look at the World Championship, would be Torment will be losing a lot of time towards 0 to cool, and also Don Rabiko is in front of him. So yeah. So not a good night out for the Red Bull guys, very good night out for Maxstar. Silent Knight again catching him. Oh, running slightly wide there.
I think this guy's just ghosting now off this tire.
Yeah, there we go. Silent Knight now less than a second behind Maxstar. Have we witnessed the cliff? Have we seen this tire saying, look, I've had enough. We'll see you. I know Leefen Wen got in one of the races. He got a tire puncture and it just went completely off. I was his race engineer. We pushed it too far on the hards. Nothing's impossible. Be careful of these. Oh, these hards are done. Donovan, I think he's hit the cliff. Yeah, so Silent Knight. This is a win for him. If he can keep this together, he's got 2 laps trying to catch him. I'm not sure about penalties, but he needs to probably get about 3 seconds clear of himself and Maxstar. So let's see if he can...
also racing in Spain when we went from the softs to the inters when it started raining, and I kept it out, didn't want to pit, and I also got a puncture, and the tires was on 80%. So
yeah,
you need to watch yourself.
Absolutely, not sure what percentage Maxstar's running on now, but it's almost like those hard sets. Look, I'm done. Interesting to see Red Fury didn't do anything on those softs at least. I thought we might see him put up fastest lap after fastest. He's battling to get past Don Rabiko in 6th position, so he went from 2nd to 6th, so safety car didn't work so nicely for him. So in essence, 2.25 laps to go here in Canada for Silent Knight to get in front of Maxstar. Just made DRS there, just 1 second, so still got DRS. Chucky in a very good 3rd, got 0 in 4th, and then Torment has scored 0. Not sure what the issue is here, but he's got DRS. Oh, is he gonna stick it? No, he's not. He just decided to gangst it. He's just gonna wait. So some late drama here.
Just passed on Rabiko.
There we go. So Red Fury now up into 6th position. We thought he might end up in 5th or so. We thought that's the best that he could do from where he was. Obviously had to pit these mediums for Don. It's going to be interesting to see if Torment can stick close to 0. 0 also an 18 lap old hards. There should be a little bit left in those hards still. But let's have a look. And while Torment, big moment for him then, while he's having all these moments, Super D is just Don Rabiko, yeah, both of them. Red Fury is catching these guys very quickly.
Silent Knight needs to go after it now. This is his last chance.
Yeah, DRS wide open. He goes on the outside. He sticks it. Is he going to try to get the undercut here? Get nice traction out. He does. Gets DRS. Is he going to use some of that overtake? I don't think he's enough straight for him here to do anything. Oh, runs wide. Last lap here. Let's see if Silent Knight can get the track position in front of Maxstar.
Max are really doing a good job on these 28 laps of tires.
Absolutely, he's just looking after those tires so nicely. Really didn't think that these tires would last this long.
Yes, and Silent Knight as well, of that 20 laps of mediums.
Oh, guys are onto the corner there, gives him the position back, which is great from him. And now you want to get as close as possible. Go on the outside, make him go on the inside. Try to get the undercut, get as quickly as possible into third. Use everything that you got, ERS, DRS, maximum fuel. You need to get, this is it. Is he going to get past him? He gets the slipstream, he goes out on the outside. Is he going to make the stick? Is he? Big wave there by, wow, big moment there. And Silent Knight's going to take the win. And a really good, let's see on penalties, but yeah, on penalties it looks like it's safe. So how's that for a final corner for you, Donovan?
That was an exciting race. This tier 3 guys really keeps it alive.
0 to Cool, we're waiting. Yeah, everyone crossed the line. So in terms of penalties, Silent Knight in first, Maxstar second, 0 to Cool seems to be podium. Chucky ended up in fourth. Torment, we're just waiting. He's finished. Yeah, Super D, we might expect some penalties. We'll wait for Codemasters. Last one, I think Codemasters still updating. But what a race. Lots of incidents, Donovan. I think it's going to be a busy night for the stewards. But in essence, 2 safety cars, 1 virtual safety car. Safety car did work for a couple of guys, didn't work for some people, like for Red Fury, didn't work so nicely, didn't work for Giaberta. But then it worked pretty nicely for guys like Maxstar and for Silent. Driver of the day, Chucky. There we go. Right, Donovan, while we wait for the standings to come up, if you can just try to see if you can get for us the top 3 in, that will be Silent, it will be Maxstar, and it's Chucky, isn't it? Let's just make double sure.
At least we got to Mercedes is in the top 3.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that, Donovan. I was waiting for you. Right, let's see if we can get 0 to Cool, Maxstar and Silent into the comms box. Let's just have a quick chat with them. So there's your final standings. Mercedes on top with Silent Knight, followed by the Racing Point of Maxstar. Final podium position, 0 to Cool in the Alpha Tauri. He's followed by his teammate, 4th. Good points for Alpha Tauri. Red Bull 5th and 6th. 7th for Don Rapico. 8th for the Mercedes of Wezo. 9th for Top Dog. Well done to him for his first race. It was 8 and Nathan and 10th. But I can expect some drama to come with the Stewards report. Red Fury in 11th. Ron in 12th. Here Berton 13th. And Sean Esotronic in 14th. Right.
It doesn't seem I have Maxstar on my friends list.
I am. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get him in for us quickly. No problem. If we can just get the rest of the guys in, then I will do that for us. Yeah, that's basically a sort of like a gimme on this track. Donovan, while we wait for these guys to pop in, looking forward to Canada. You said earlier that you want to make up for Baku. Canada first, and then France, and then Austria. I know everyone's quick in Austria. There's no funnies about that. That's going to be interesting to see. And then looking forward to a bit of a break, Donovan.
Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to the break.
Play something else for a change. Catch up on all the other games on your PlayStation Store that you haven't played for a while. Right, let's just get out of this menu while we wait for everyone to join us.
We've got something coming up after the week break, so hopefully we'll be doing better.
Absolutely. So I'm personally looking forward to Silverstone and all the fast tracks coming up. Hopefully that will help me a bit. But yeah, someone needs to catch Nam Bulldog at the moment, Donovan, and Jaco Nagel. So Jaco Nagel leading the World Championship. So we need to get in there. Anyway, we are joined. I'm not sure who's with us. Let's see if third place, which is Zero, is here. Is he in with us?
Yes, hi, Heinrich.
Ah, there we go. Dude, this is obviously the second time that I've spoken to you, isn't it? No. Second time.
Yeah, we spoke last week.
Yes, we spoke last week. How can I be so ignorant? Well done. Dude, what a race. Eventful race. Wet qualifying, dry race. But yeah, it's a good race for you, Anku, in essence.
In a way, until I hit the wall trying to light the smoke. But yeah, we don't talk about that one.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I do that regularly when I try to light a cigarette and then I hit up in a wall or something. So don't do that at home. Don't.
No, not anymore. Staying away from it.
Safety cars, how did that work for you? Obviously, we followed a lot of drivers during the safety cars. We spoke, on air about safety cars that didn't work for Giaberta. It obviously worked a bit for Maxstar. It worked a bit for. Did the safety cars help you in any way?
The first one, yes, indeed. The second one gave me false confidence, and that's when I hit the wall. So I would say, in a way, yes, and in a way, no.
Look, obviously last week you had a win in Baku. This week a third position here in Canada. You're currently third in the Drivers' Championship. You obviously finished on top of Red Fury tonight and in front of Tormund Kiel. So I said to you last week, I think when I spoke to you, that Driver Championship is still up for grabs. Anku, it's still there. You can still go and fetch it.
Yeah, no, yes, indeed. We're hoping. We'll see. Hopefully the break will help as well.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
And then we'll see what we can do further.
Absolutely. Looking forward to Canada next week before we say goodbye to you.
You mean
Canada,
French?
sorry.
The French are coming next week.
Yeah, we're going to France. Yes, there we go.
Yeah, I'm very looking forward. Haven't driven on it yet. Hopefully to start tomorrow practicing, and we'll see what happens.
Brilliant stuff. Thanks for joining us, Hanku, and thanks for the entertainment. Donovan, anything for Hanku here?
Yes, no, well done, Anku. You had a good race there. Obviously, a great recovery after that safety car. Can you just take us through what happened with that incident when you just went straight to the wall?
I literally tried to stack my vape up again, and yeah, I wasn't looking. I couldn't do it. I couldn't brake or turn at the same time. So the car just went straight, and I was too late.
I know Don Rabika is also an avid hubby smoker, so Don, if you are listening, don't do that, Don. Don't try to light your hubby.
Yeah,
anyway,
learn from my mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but still a great recovery drive from you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Anku. We'll see you back in France next week. Thanks so much. Donovan, if you want to have a chat quickly with our second place guy, Maxstar, go for it.
Good evening, Maxwell.
Hi, good evening.
What a great race, man.
It was a very fun race indeed. Can't even lie.
Yeah. How was that last laps on the medium, on the hard tires?
Look, the last 2 or 3 laps I was struggling quite a bit. And
Yes.
somebody decided to join the party chat as I was fighting. And it literally took all my... What am I looking for?
Yeah, all your
Concentration
focus
away
and
from the game.
concentration away, yeah. Absolutely. Next
literally the worst
time, Dean, make your chat party private, mate. It's the easiest just to get away with it.
I think that's the next best thing to do. But look,
Absolutely.
I have no excuses. It was a good race. And hopefully we can keep racing like this every week. It's fun to do this.
It is, and I mean, it's
Nice,
good
clean
entertainment
races.
for us as well. I mean, good entertainment for us as commentators. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about during the race. 20 lap old hearts, dude. You need to take me through this. How much was those tires? How much was left over at the end of the race? Because I mean, 28 laps,
Was on about 80%.
80%, unreal. I
So
did not
about
expect that.
20% left.
Yeah, I did not expect that,
Look,
mate.
we
I
thought
expected you.
we were hoping for the rain, actually.
Okay.
We were hoping for the rain because Jeff said there's some rain forecast that never came. So
Well done,
Jeff
Jeff.
is a liar.
Well, we all know what we think of Jeff, so let's not go there.
Yeah, so that kept me out, and then I decided, look, it's not going to be worth coming in to put on. I only had a set of old softs left and a new set of mediums. So I figured let's just stay out and see what happens. And if it wasn't for my last bit of a penalty, I
It would
probably
have
would
been,
have
yeah.
won.
But in
Anyway,
essence, I
it is
mean,
what it
you must
is.
be happy with the second, and I mean, it's going to push you up in the World Championship as well. So, Dean, well done from our
I'm very
side.
happy.
Yeah, well done from the FTR team. A great race, and we're looking forward to seeing you in France next week.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Brilliant stuff. Thanks, Dean.
Really well done.
Thank you.
I see the race winner is not joining us for
Oh,
tonight.
is he not? And that will be Silent Banner. Is he not available? Okay. Well, that's it then from us.
Yes.
Donovan, just from my side, once again, thank you very much. Always nice to have another driver in here, even if it's a Mercedes driver. Listen, Donovan, thanks for making
Hey, that's
it
nice.
easy. Yeah, mate, thanks for making it easy for me tonight. Thanks for joining us. It's always nice to get some insights from another driver about his championship, about how his season's going. And well done on your season so far. I mean, obviously third and not far away from the top guys. So well done on that, Donovan. And thanks for the commentary tonight.
Thanks to you. We'll get better from here.
Absolutely.
And I see already I'm getting the complaints stacking in the
there we go.
section.
The phone is going off.
I already have a lot of complaints. So
it's going to be a long night, Donovan. But anyway, take your time, go through it, and good luck with that. If you want to catch Donovan, he's driving on Wednesday night in Tier 2. Remember, that will also be in Canada. Let's hope it's as exciting as tonight. And then you can catch Tier 1 with Kunrad leading the World Championship. He's on it in Tier 1 on Thursday night. And then next week we are off to France and then off to Austria. And then a well-deserved break. From my side, thanks Donovan again. Thanks to everyone watching. And thanks for tuning in. And we will catch you all next week.